Hey, I'm Taylor Swift, and you're watching Billboard.
Nice to meet you, where you been? I could show you incredible things. Magic, madness, heaven, sin. Saw you there, and I thought, oh my God, look at that face. You look like my next mistake.
Looking back on this year, the biggest high point for me was seeing everyone's reaction to the album. This album has reached more people in different and new ways than any of my music had in the past. On the flip side, the biggest challenge of this year actually was convincing members of my own team that this was a good call. I remember all the sit-downs in the conference room meetings when I'd get kind of called in front of a group of people who have known me and worked with me for years, who would sit down and say, "Are you really sure you want to do this?" That was, I think, something that really frustrated me at the time. Like, guys, don't you understand? I promise this is what I'm dying to do. The biggest kind of struggle turned into the biggest triumph when it worked out.
The players gonna play, 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 and the haters gonna hate, 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 baby. I'm just gonna shake, 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 shake.
When Shake It Off came out, I was so excited that it went straight to #1 and that it went #1 on the Hot 100, that it stayed at #1 on Pop Airplay, that it was #1 on iTunes. This album and this creative lane change for me was all done on my terms, which meant that if it hadn't have worked, without a question, it would have all come down on me, and it would have been, Taylor, that was a bad idea you had. I was really happy that it was everybody celebrating rather than looking at me and going, well, good one, Swift. It's a really, really cool idea to go pop, like people hate it.
I'm just gonna shake, 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 shake. Shake it off, shake it off.
If I were to give advice to a girl or a woman wanting to get into the music industry, I think the first thing I would tell them is that, you know, you're gonna have thousands of decisions to make on a daily basis that will end up depicting your image, your sound, all the things that will shape the public's perception of you as an artist. Let those decisions be your decisions. Don't let them be some man in a suit's decisions or some A&R guy wearing a beanie. And most of all, creatively, I think you should steer the ship.
And it said, welcome to New York. It's been waiting for you. Welcome to New York. Welcome to New York.
Looking back over 2014, what was the high point for you?
What is that even? Is it a spaceship? Nobody cares that I want to get home to see my cats and watch Friends. Hi, I'm Taylor Swift, and you're watching the car show that is outside.
Welcome to New York.